Rat King. I hope you can hear me well. I don't know, I feel like you can't hear me. Great. Can you see me in film like this? You can see me good enough. I think you might be able to hear me a bit better now. Back to cigarettes tonight because I'm not in the car. That one didn't stay lit. I hope that the car video wasn't too energetic. I'm in a different location tonight, as you can tell by the trees behind me. Right next to the shopping center though, and I can hear the music, even though it's 12:30, I believe. That's just blasting. Different angle too. Usually I face towards the front of the car, now it's faced towards the back. I have the strawberry monster again. It's a very nice night tonight. I can actually look out at the sky, not underneath the shade sail. I hope the lighting's alright. Sounds like someone's in cold, even though there's no in the shops. I just heard a door in there. This is a very vibey location. I might have to come here more nights. It's quite nice. Like feels a lot more secluded. Like there's all walls here, so it feels like space is mine rather than in the other parking lot, which is all open. I want to go to like the rooftop parking lot that's nearby, but I don't know if it's open because there's boom gates, so I don't know if I can get in at like 1 in the morning. I should be able to. I might have to try it one night, but I'll need to get like a backup location just in case. There's also a jetty that's like a suburb away, that's over the water, so I can probably go there and you get like the nice ocean view afterward, like behind me. Maybe we can do a little fishing video and I can just put the rod in the water. Very peaceful tonight. Damn, I'm halfway through it and it's at 3 minutes. I need it slow down. Or is it a little bottle? I've been like so tired, but I just can't sleep. I'm getting a bit of insomnia again. It's nice doing these videos though, they calm me a little bit. Gotta think of an idea to do for a TikTok as well. But it'll come to me when I'm doing it, I think. There's a truck pulling up. I think it's the bread delivery again. You'll probably hear a massive rumble. It'll be loud, so I'm preparing you now. This is a nice one. It's a very warm cigarette. get these car park like talking videos a bit longer, because I kind of don't like the 23 minutes. I like the half hour. I might do a bit of vaping in between the 2 cigarettes, just to get it a little bit extra longer. We're only 5 minutes in. This one's going by way slower for some reason. I think it's because I don't have many topics to talk about right now. I can think of something. I know I talk about loneliness and friendship a lot. I got my opens today, so my license, I was on my P's, which is like, before you get your full license, you have to display a P plate on. And I just got my opens today, so I officially don't have P plates on my car, which is pretty dope. Except because I had them on my car for like a year and a half. Over a year and a half actually, probably about nearly 2 years. It's like stuck the magnet to the actual car, so there's bits of black on there. Very annoying. That didn't go out for I want to start doing like, I guess not eating, but like just getting like something to snack on throughout the videos, because I feel like it, I don't know, it makes me want to talk more, because it's like eating a meal with you guys. I want to change my haircut, because I've had this one for a while now, but I don't know what I want to go to. I had this really cool like long back with like curtains, and they were like, it was a super emo haircut, and I kind of want to go back to doing that. The truck never came through, so it mustn't have been coming here. We meant to put the bins out today for the truck to come get, and we accidentally were a bit too late, so now they're very full, and we got to wait a whole week for it to come. This area of the parking lot, you can tell a lot of people smoking because there's all cigarette butts everywhere. I need to get like a clip-on mic so you can fully hear me when I'm in the parking lot, because you can't hear me as well like out here than what you can when I'm in the car. But I prefer to do like the quiet videos out here. So like the calmer videos I like out here, so I want to do that more in this area. I want to tell you a story that I have, but I want to think of one. I want like the deeper stories out here rather than in the car. And then like the stupid stories in there. I told some pretty deep ones in the last video that came out yesterday, but I kind of would have preferred to talk about that out here. So I used to smoke this stuff that would make me like, I guess like a little bit gave me hallucinations, but it was like, I did it for the calming, but it gave me hallucinations. And I would do that while I was on my night walks, so I'd be walking around for like 3 hours. And I went on this long road where there was just trees on either side, like it was dark, pitch black. and I saw this lady in like a dress. It was white, and I saw her in the distance, just standing there. And then I saw a truck coming at me, because I would walk on the road, and I saw a truck coming at me, and I thought that was another hallucination along with the lady in the dress. And it wasn't a hallucination, the truck. So it went right through the lady, and I was like, oh shit. And because it was pitch black, they wouldn't have been able to see me till last second. So that was a scary story. There was one time where I was trying to see how long I could run for along a road that goes for about 3 kilometers. I ran the full thing, but got so exhausted at the end of it that I just like collapsed. And I felt like I had laid there for like a minute, but it had passed by, and it was a full hour that I was laying for at the end of it. I wasn't on the road, I was on the grass, but it's another cool story, I guess. Some more stories. When I was younger, because I did the night walks, I would go out every New Year's, and then I'd find a party that was popping, and I would just walk into it. And this one time I walked into one, and they had like a full outdoor party. I don't know how rich they are, but they had a full stage out the front, and they had like a bar next to the stage. They had chairs to watch the stage and a band performing. Coolest thing I've ever seen. I walked in, and everyone knew I wasn't meant to be there, but they were like, you can come hang out. So yeah, I was hanging out. It was very chill. No, I didn't drink anything, because I was young and they knew that. That was a pretty cool story. It definitely made me feel like just like you could still make friends even if you weren't technically supposed to be doing what you were doing. Then there was another night I was also walking, and I was walking by a pub. I have a lot of stories where I was walking. I was walking by the pub, and there was this huge guy. He was Samoan. If you know what Samoans look like, they're massive and very intimidating people. And he pulled me aside and he was like, what are you doing? And then he was like, you were too young for all this, and like giving me a whole talk. And then he was like, I can bash you right now. I went to prison. And I thought that I was about to be punched. Thankfully, he let me walk free, but it was a very scary situation. That was like the closest I've ever been to like a full fight out of there, but it wasn't even close. It's kind of just him showing that anything could happen. And I continued on with my walk that night. I walked down past his school, and there was a guy in the parking lot of the school who was just smoking. He seemed really down, so I went up to him, and then he was telling me how he went to that school, and I also went to that school. And I was like, actually, I heard that school became really shit, and I don't know why I said that, because he was like saying how much he missed it, and then I just go and tell him how horrible it's become. Worst thing you could hear when you're already sad about it. And then he very much brushed me off and pretty much told me to leave, which was funny. Well, we're at 14 minutes, so I think I can stop with the vape. I've been listening to a lot of what are they called? I've been listening to them. How did I forget? I don't know what they're called, but they make it's like grime, but it's German grime. So I don't know a thing they're saying, but it sounds so cool. And they do so much references to like English memes. And I don't know whether that's because they have a massive English audience or if German people literally just have the same memes of us. Which like confuses and messes with my head because like we speak completely different languages, but they listen to the same, like know the same stuff that I know, which is pretty cool. Speaking of memes, I'm getting that age because I'm 21 next month. I'm getting that age where I feel like I should not be keeping up with the memes anymore, like that young people are referring to. But I accidentally know what it is and like will stumble across it and know it before it's fully risen to popularity. And a lot of my friends are that older graphic that are like 25 and they've forgotten it all and they don't know. They know like the Vine references and like millennial kind of stuff. So it feels so strange hanging out with them because I'm completely singled out and I know what all this young stuff is, and then they forget my age and like think that I'm way younger than what I am. But then at the same time they'll go and make a reference to something from the 90s, which I was not born in the 90s, but I grew up with older siblings, so they all watch that kind of stuff. So I also watched it. So I would like get all those references, or I would make references that they wouldn't get, and I'd put them onto 90s shows. So it's like, I don't know if I should stop being so chronically online, or I should keep being chronically online so I don't get old and become a loser. Only thing that I want to keep up with though is the fashion. I suck with fashion because like I want to wear that's comfortable to me, but I also want to wear something that like other people are going to think is cool. I don't know why, I just want to be seen as cool. But I'm just so late to it all. Like I'm really not on that fashion side of like the algorithm, I guess, on anything. So I just dress in weird ways. I got in this weird like phase, I'm still kind of in it, where I'll just wear like the stupid shirts that like say some really stupid stuff on it, and I'll just wear that out, and people, a lot of them are very graphic, like it'll just say like, I won't say exactly what, but it just says something bad, and then I'll just get so many people look at me at the shops because of the shirt, not because of how I look, but it makes me feel like it's because of how I look, and it drives my anxiety through the roof, but at the same time I love wearing those shirts. So I don't know whether that's a confidence thing or just me being stupid thing. The only thing I don't like about this spot is because the walls are all concrete and the floor is concrete, anytime I talk I'll just hear an echo come back. I don't know if it picks up on the camera, but it feels like I'm talking way louder than I am, which I don't feel that I'm talking super loudly. The doctor that I went and saw this morning was super upfront and like wasn't joking at all. I kept like trying to joke with him and like I was just trying to be like friendly and like talk, but he was just so serious and was like only there just to quickly diagnose me and get me out. Made me feel very like if I come to a doctor I want him to be like feel like a friend rather than a doctor. Same like therapy. If you go to a therapist and they're just clearly there just to get to the root problem rather than just talk, I hate it. That's why I never was good at therapy. When I was younger I used to go to this therapist and I wouldn't be able to talk because of how bad my anxiety was at the time, and he like fully yelled at me and was like, you can't come to therapy and not talk when this could go to like so many other people. And like I got what he was saying and it just made me feel so bad because like someone could use it better than me. But then he was like, at the end of it, he was like, you should switch to another therapist and you'll probably talk with them better. And I just couldn't, like, something in me was like, I don't want to go through that again. And then I tried one years later, and he was like a very old, like, foreign person who just did not get, like, my issues, but at the same time I wasn't really telling him about the actual issues I was having. I was telling him about, like, the stuff that would be bothering me in that moment, so he wouldn't be able to help, because he was like, you have a new thing that you're upset about every week, or like, you have a new thing that you're panicking about every week. And lately the thing I've been panicking about is, like, death. I just have this constant thought that someone close to me is just going to pass away, and, like, it'll change my whole life, and, like, or I'll think that I'm going to, and, like, it's been horrible, like, genuinely. Like, I think that's what's been kind of keeping me up a little bit, is that my mind will just go to that place, and it's been tough because it's like, it really is inevitable, and, like, the feelings should be making me want to go and live life to the fullest, or, like, hang around people more often, because I don't know how long I'll get with it. But instead, for whatever reason, I just think, if I'm not going to get to keep this life, like, forever, why would I try and make the most of it if I don't get to take it with me? Which is a very bad way to look at it. And I need to get this one lit again. But yeah, I don't know how to fix it. And, like, it'll make me not want to hang around people as much, and kind of distance myself as much as possible, so that way it doesn't hurt me as badly. And my grandma had passed, like, a month or two ago, and it hit me, but I couldn't just show my emotions for whatever reason, like, even to myself, not even around anyone, because I knew that if I did, it would worsen everything, and it made me feel so guilty that, like, I could not force myself to fully let it out in the way that I needed it to, because she was super close to me when I was a kid, and then she got dementia, and then as she got older we stopped talking as much, which I guess made me, like, she was already in my mind dead before she was dead. And it's like, I don't know who else that will happen with, you know, like, because I don't want to, like, pretend like it's all, like, I don't want to come off as if don't have emotion, you know, like, I should be upset about it, but it's so hard for me to just go and allow myself to be in that feeling. Anyway, enough with the death talk. I've been more comfortable in realizing, like, this state of how unhealthy I am. And by comfortable, I don't mean that I'm just accepting that it's not going to change. I mean, I'm accepting that I am where I'm at, and not trying to convince myself otherwise. And I need to, like, flip that switch of, like, I need to start eating better again, and, like, I do need to start going on long walks, not the long walks that I used to do, but I need to go on longer walks, and working out again, and, like, calisthenics and stuff like that. But last time, like, I got really into it, and I was doing, like, heaps of different things, like pull-ups, push-ups, and I fully went into like the calisthenics, like doing all the poses, doing everything. And then I hurt my back because of it, because of just how much I was doing it, because I didn't get like I wouldn't take a break. I wanted to do it every day because I liked it a lot. And in the end, that led to my body just being like, I can't do it. So, then I didn't want to do it because I was like, well, if I'm going to get hurt, it's clearly unhealthy anyway. But I've been trying to, because I know that it is good, I just got to take breaks, but I'm not the person who can take breaks. I have to just keep going and keep going and keep going. And if I stop, I don't want to do it at all. Ooh, smoke went right into my nose. But yeah, I need to just understand routine isn't always about doing it every day. A routine isn't always about doing it as much as possible. Sometimes you need that break and you need that reset rather than actually doing it. A lot of like getting healthy is actually just being more, I don't want to say it like this, but like being more lazy. You should be sleeping more rather than sleeping less to get healthier. And you should be, like, that's the majority of it, is just not doing as much, but the stuff you do is improvement. So like what you do always goes to improving, but when you're not doing that stuff, you should be improving your mind and sleeping to regenerate and chilling out to regenerate. Should have. But yeah, really like making me think about now that I'm more comfortable with that, knowing of what like I need to do. I have a feeling that I will get better, but I just need to not get addicted to it as much, because that's also an unhealthy mindset. I'm just putting this in the car really quick. But yeah, it's weird. Well, it's nearly 30 minutes now. If you watch the car video, it was very energetic. I know this one's not as energetic, and I do apologize that it's kind of off and on. Next video is another car one. I already pre-recorded it. It's very energetic. It's got a topic this time. It's my first ever video that I actually have a topic, so it's not going to be all over the place. I'm thinking I might alternate between the two. So one day I'm going to do a car video, and one day I'm going to do a outside the car video, pretty much. And the outside the car videos, I want to be a bit more serious, and just the stuff I talk about, I want to be a bit more serious, rather than in the car I want it to be like fun. So if you like to watch both, I appreciate you. If you don't, I also appreciate you, because I get it. They're very, very different. I've built a lot of my channel around just like calming stuff and just chilling, kind of like we're talking. So the car ones are a bit of the same, where it's just like talking and kind of feels like a FaceTime, but it feels like to me without like not without a filter, because this is also me, but this is more like the me being in my head, whereas that one's more like me kind of releasing it all, and like I don't know how to fully describe that, but yeah, it's going to be different. I know I'm not meaning for it to be like a fake, like it's not fake is what I'm trying to say. And it's not meant you're not meant to like both. It's, if you do, obviously it doesn't mean you have an issue. It means that you're probably just here for the FaceTime feel rather than the actual emotion that you get from it. If you don't like both, also doesn't mean you have an issue. It means that you just are here for the emotion rather than the actual, rather than actually just for like me, I guess, which isn't a problem. So if you didn't know, we have a gang sign now. Learn it, rep it, do it in photos, treat like you're in an actual gang. Maybe we'll get a color one day that we wear. Love you, rap gang. Peace out. See you back at the sewer.